Call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Siemens?
Here.
Mr. Chickalow?
Here.
Mr. Walden?
Here.
Would we all please stand for our pledge of allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. Can I have a motion to approve our minutes from our last meeting in May 21st?
I'll make that motion.
Do you have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Siemens?
Yes.
Mr. Chickalow?
Yes.
Mr. Walden?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll greet our guests to start with. Hello.
That's how I start.
Oh, okay. Well, I can start on the other side. Oh, no, it's Matt.
I'm just glad he didn't blame me.
Next time. Anything for us, Tom?
Such an
Yes.
enjoyable time at the food truck.
Oh, what nice.
It was nice. Thank you very much for orchestrating that.
When do I get there?
Well, we did discuss that. We'll work on it. Yes. We will work. It takes a weekend.
Park, you're not allowed to have beer, alcohol.
It's not a state front.
It's not a state park.
Correct.
So I can bring a home beer and have a beer while I have a sandwich?
No.
No. How? No, no different than you couldn't open a beer in the Walmart parking lot and have a sandwich. That would be an open container in a public space. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the church right there, you might be able to get away with them doing a donation, and you fence off an area.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-day permit typically, but
Yeah.
you can get away with the 1 day also.
No, the township has a resolution on the books that says no alcohol served on township property. Because we tried to do it during the festival, we were not allowed to sell beer. So the township passed a resolution that says no alcohol will be.
Okay, can it be
Oh.
given away with donation?
No, it
No.
says no consumption.
No consumption. Okay.
Now, they can change it,
Yeah.
but
And how does that happen when we have alcohol here, when we rent this place out?
I had that question myself.
But they have to have a sheriff here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to
Right.
share.
Yeah.
So,
So we just have a sheriff.
Well, and then, like Corey said, in a festival, so the things that I understand, I'm not sure about what Mr. Chief Krager's talking about, but so as long as you rope an area off and you have a small area, you can get a 1 to 3 day permit and sell alcohol. There's all kind of issues. You're not allowed to sell alcohol 300 feet from a church without them saying you're allowed to. So, I mean, there's all kind of other things that come into play. Whether the township allows it or not, consumption on the grounds is another thing. We would have to look into that, but I know for a fact to just walk around a festival, if you were planning on doing that and selling beer, that's a no-go. That's not gonna happen. That's an open beer in the state of Ohio, which is a state law that ain't gonna be allowed to happen. So yeah, it has to be, like if you go to the Greek festival or you go to the Italian festival, you know how they have a tent and it's roped off and you can't take your beer outside there? That's why. It's the same concept.
Yeah, but that's a joke. Well, they take it.
I understand that things
But
happen.
they're following, yeah,
But
they're following things.
If they want to press the issue, people are going to get arrested. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and obviously you have to have a sheriff when you have alcohol. So we would have to pay a sheriff to come up here to sit.
Well,
also.
pay 'em.
That's a good point.
Here we go. And we're off.
All right, Matt, it's your turn.
You greeted him, send him home.
I'm gonna let this one go.
That was too easy. Thank you, Mr. Shea.
Are you gonna have me arrested if I drink a beer and have a sandwich?
Oh, absolutely.
That's what they make Yetis for.
All right.
Paper bag.
Anything
Years they know how to do it.
No, that's fine. I got it. I'm working on it.
Yes, you and I had a conversation.
Yes.
If you found out anything, our conversation was the postmaster we have up here in Bristol now that's brought all the trucks over here from Farmington. She has now removed the post office box,
Still
so it's
there.
in front.
Still there today.
Well, it's in front of the post office. They moved it from the driveway
Okay.
because they want to put a fence down our cemetery line because they're claiming that people are driving into the yard, which, you know, they're rutting it up, but from what I understand, it's because the post office truck can't get back there, plus other individuals.
Right.
What did I say, they're coming onto the township cemetery property.
Yes.
And because there's so many employee vehicles out there, and just like if I try and come through there during the day to put mail in, the vehicles, the employees' vehicles from Farmington, Bristol, they're all parked along the cemetery fence out here,
Yes.
and they're in the back, and
Yeah.
you just got those two spots, and one's handicap out front.
Okay.
So,
So she did talk to me the other day.
yeah,
Fence is not feasible because it's so close to the line. It's going to get hit, just like
Right.
any other fence would. Talking about putting a 3 to 4 foot width of stone. That landscape stone on top of it, so it would look decent, would give them a little bit of a runoff. And notify the truck when they hit the stone. You should be able to hear it in the truck, oh, I've gone too far.
yeah,
That, I hope is a compromise. Hopefully that'll work.
but
That's supposed to be done in a month.
Yes. To add to that, could you maybe give them a little grace to let them park, the employees park over here during the
It's
day?
public parking, they know that.
Oh.
Yes, yeah,
Maybe remind them.
yeah.
Because I know Richie next door, that's part of the reason why he or they may be having problems. He's been really raising a stink with
His
them
house got hit,
3 times.
yeah, by the box truck trying to get back in there. Yes. So, okay, yeah, we're working on it.
yeah.
Thank you for bringing it up. That's great.
Okay, yeah, that's, because I know that, she's, you know, it's hard to
They're
deal
gonna
with
do
the
it.
feds.
Yes.
Like you got, you know, like all the mailboxes that were in the post office. Most, they're like our fire department now that they're, I want to say, I understand they're sort of forcing a lot of people to remove that and get it delivered wherever their business is, which, you know, I got an 800 number here if anybody's interested in complaining higher up than locally.
Please,
Okay,
yes.
I'll see you after the meeting.
You don't want to pull the post office, though.
Yeah, we don't want them to remove the post office,
Yeah.
but they've
Like
already,
too much, don't pull the post office. I think we're on the, we don't have to have so much.
What, I'm missing the kind of the point. Are they going on our property that we're getting mad about?
Yes,
yes.
yes.
And just like anytime somebody goes off the road a little bit like this, then the next time it's like this, and the next time it's, you know, before you know it, they'll be over the graves.
6-inch wall casings full of concrete. About every 4 feet.
I mean, yellow.
Yeah, but they're gonna hit them. They're gonna hit them.
It's causing trouble.
We
I know.
gotta push them back up.
How many feet from their driveway to the idle stump? No, I mean to the stump, to the cemetery.
Oh.
Oh,
Our property
yeah,
is probably a foot. It's that close.
Wow.
so we can't give them a couple of feet and say, hey, you want a blacktop house, you can get back there, put stones, go ahead, as long as you, and then
Yeah,
put a fence up.
yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then put a fence.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, I can't picture it, I don't come up with it.
Yeah, we can
My
walk
mail
over
comes to
later.
my house.
Yeah.
What about those breakaway posts that they put up like at the bike trails and
That's
stuff?
true.
They at least see it,
Yeah,
and it's not
that's
going to
true.
create damage to really.
It seems like it's the big box truck that's causing.
Yeah.
You can replace at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Those are expensive to replace though. Those breakaway posts, they're not cheap. We have them at East at Market Street. And
Uh-huh.
they're expensive to
Oh, I
replace.
believe it.
And when you hit them, they're done.
Mm.
So
Wow.
it's, yeah, they break. They're break, yeah.
They're not a reusable.
No, I don't,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No, they're not cheap.
I take that.
Yeah.
Are you saying they closed the Farmington post office?
No, it's open. I was over there today and it's open. It's fully functional and that, it's just everybody's over here.
They had some fuel leak issues and
No, I know it was closed for a little while, I understand, but
Oh, yeah.
why all of a sudden there's problems when they never had it before?
they're very short-handed, so they're cramming a lot of routes into one building so that the same person can come back and reload the truck and go.
That's not our problem.
They've had 2 people quit between Farmington and Bristol in the last month.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any more?
No, that's it.
Okay, all right. Matt,
Right now, Mark.
Corey?
I didn't get to make it because the truck broke down, but I want to say thank you, especially to Jeff for doing the work for the truck night.
Jeff did a lot. Okay, thank you. All right. Mr. Weeks?
We had our zoning meeting last night. Our next meeting is July 8th. We'll continue the discussion on the accessory dwelling unit. We'll also continue our discussion on rear house section. And we did a word search in the zoning resolution for noise. And the word noise is used 9 times. And we're going to be asking, based on our conversation at the last trustee meeting about the zoning commission doesn't have any right to have, can enforce noise. And it's up to the trustees to do that. So we're asking the prosecutor to look at the words that we have, the word noise that we have used in the zoning resolution now. And to see if we can keep it that way, or if it's moot point or whatever, and go from there before we have to make any changes on that. We've also prepared a revision to section 35 signs, subsection E, to remove the phrase political sign, because we're not allowed to, and we can't enforce having political signs up based on what the prosecutor gave us that information. So we have to look at taking that out. And we're looking at creating a new section for flag lots and parcels.
Good, thank you, sir.
Ken, to add flag lots or restrict them?
Add flag lots. We do not have anything in the zoning resolution now to cover flag lots.
Ellen, do you have anything?
Yeah, my report that I sent out evidently didn't get to the people who were supposed to, and I don't understand why, but I'll resend it.
Okay,
But anyway, for May, Nikki kindly looked it up for me. We sold 4 certificates, I call them permits, I don't care. They're for a fence, a shed, a pole building, and a stable arena. So a couple of them were agriculture.
okay.
I did look at the Bowers property. Jeff brought that up
Yes.
about the building out there. And it is on the farm yet. It's not that none of that property has been divided off or anything. I thought about it, and I did declare it agriculture because it is part of the farm. It's got equipment in it right now because they're using some of that to build the building. But it'll be used for seeds and planting and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I issued the permit on that. That property is in a trust. So the daughter came up the other night. Now, when they're gonna divide this off and everything, I don't know. You're in touch with them, I know
Yeah.
that.
I don't think they have an answer for that themselves yet.
I don't think so either.
Yes.
And I understand when the house, it will be back further and down over a hill like, and that building will be moved down with that also.
Well,
So it's planned on being moved because it's not permanently, it's movable yet.
okay. Good, thank
So
you.
does that answer the questions for that building, Jeff, and that?
Oh, I didn't really have a question. I just said I saw the
Yeah.
structure going up. That was it.
I'm driving by, I never saw it. I never thought to look way back there for anything, like something
What, 600,
else.
700 foot off
It
the
looked
road?
like a shed.
Yeah, it's
It looked
good
like a whole
way.
building, the one, but I didn't go back there and look, but.
I drove back that day, I'm Larry, but did a couple buddy places, but I was okay, and then the boy was back there working. So that's where I got the information, the grandson, I guess you talked to him. And he explained a few things and showed me where to turn around, and it was safe, so.
Okay, good. All right, thank you.
You're welcome, you can't think of anything else.
Okay. Mr. Gregg?
How was Memorial Day up here? Any good or?
Yeah, I think we had a great turnout. Mine went pretty smooth. Have any thoughts? Okay.
This question, if there's any cemetery complaints,
No,
just
no.
two guys pulling it off this
Oh,
year.
I know, I know.
Well, I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
The girls that planted the fires were upset with grass cutters. Because they blew the grass
To the flowers.
into the flowers.
That would upset me too. Who the hell would do that?
I just assume they don't think. It's not that hard to go the other way around.
Absolute.
It's windy.
I donated half of those flowers now. Anyway, really? Did you know that or did you just find that out now?
I just found it out.
Well, I got a couple people told me about it.
I can't be everywhere all the time. So.
No, but you can tell them out here that now when you're cutting grass, you don't blow it out in the driveways, you don't blow it out into the street, and you don't blow it on the stones, and you don't blow it on the flowers. Get them a big mulching blade and cover it. They won't throw it in place.
There's no mulching.
It is.
It's all been said.
It
It's
is.
all been made.
It does have a shoot on it.
Block the chute, put a mulching blade under it.
Yes.
Oh, it does have a mulching?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Got a great big lever on the side. I drove it. I was helping out there also, so.
Well, I mean, the
oh, so you can
close off
drop it and then take it up, right,
Yes.
while you're riding?
Yes.
Oh, so it can't get any easier.
No, it can't. I flip your switch. I mean,
It can't get any easier than. okay,
I
what
just,
you're
I just
saying.
heard Doug admit to doing it.
I put the chute down.
I don't understand, you're talking mulching blades. That doesn't stop the grass from coming out.
blowing out.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying the chute is a lever, boom,
Oh,
open
well,
or closed.
okay,
That's all it is.
okay.
So they
What if they put an electric motor on the switch?
Yeah.
If they can't move a lever, they can't flip a switch. That's just, you can't fix stupid. I think things that aren't supposed to be said, sorry.
all right.
Is that it?
Huh?
Is that all for that?
Well, it takes two hands to drive. I don't know about Swiss, sort of,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Just have another talk.
All right. I don't have anything else.
Have
Oh,
another
okay.
talk.
Okay.
Have another talk. Somebody's got a problem with it. This meeting is too fun.
Okay.
Oh, well,
here-
Chief,
no.
here-
It's the
here-
chief's
Yeah, thanks.
It's your turn.
Submitted a letter to the county commissioners. They wanted another little explanation on our ambulance request from the ARPA funds. So I had submitted a letter to them, and they finally are going to forward my letter to the attorney and see if that influences her decision at all.
Is that, we're talking about the ambulance that we were denied for.
Yeah.
She wrote a great letter.
Yeah, so. It says here I submitted price. I don't think they gave you copies of. I had requested last meeting 4 new mattresses, 2 bed frames, an upright air compressor, air hose, and a floor jack. So get you the. I thought everything.
Okay, yeah.
I thought you'd be copies. Okay, all right, yeah. I thought it. That's. And, I think I just gave you. You had 3 comparables, 2 quotes on each one of them. I think I just gave you the ones that we.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Have
If you'll give me all those. that'd
Yeah,
be
you want
great.
all.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right.
We had front brakes replaced, or just pads and stuff replaced on Squad 17 yesterday, so that's been done. We had our work session on May 22nd. We discussed staffing, wages, and engine replacement. It was a good conversation. We're going to continue those discussions and hopefully come to some decision here soon. We received our successful revalidation from Medicaid, so we're good until 2029 with Medicaid. They do that every so many years. They reevaluate you and make sure you're doing all your paperwork correctly. That's mostly done through billing and calls. We received our 2 Marks portable radios. That was a part of a 2024 March grant. We had 5 pagers and 2 portable radios granted, so that was 0 cost. Tomorrow we're traveling to Columbiana County, and we have to turn in. We have 35 gallons of AFFF ATC. It's foam that we use to fight fire with. They discovered it causes cancer, and the state fire marshal's recalling all of it. So we have to deliver it, and it was really strange because we deliver it to them for nothing, and they don't give us anything for it. So.
How are we going to replace that, or are we going to replace that?
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
We have nothing to fight alcohol fires or gasoline fires now, so.
How far how many gallons, how is it rated?
25 gallons.
Okay,
5 gallon jug.
how far does that go? How much of a fire can you put out?
2%. 3% for gasoline and 6% for alcohol. So, 3% of 5 gallons,
Oh, okay,
so you use 3% per gallon of water.
okay.
So, I mean, it lasts a long time, but, well,
What's the replacement?
cost?
No, what would you use? What's the
They make a
replacement?
new type. They make
It's just a new type.
Yeah.
They
It's
put a different number on it, say,
Right.
it's okay.
They're taking ours and relabeling it.
That's all.
Selling it back to us.
I like to see what they do with it. It's not something we use often.
Sure.
But when you have a gasoline fire, you have to
You
have
want that.
alcohol. You can't put alcohol out. Either you let it burn or you have to use an agent for it. So,
Okay.
They're not giving
sometimes
you any money back to,
No.
to replace,
we're
or even giving you
hoping,
something to replace it with?
Yeah.
Wow.
we're hoping that, and sometimes the marshal's office is pretty good about grants. So we're hoping that the next grant cycle, there's gonna be something with foam, so they will give us.
That's not till next year though.
Right, up next year.
Just make sure you tell everyone they can't have an alcoholic
Yeah,
gasoline
there you
fire
go.
till next year.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Alcohol fires, no,
Okay.
anything like that. Well, our only alternative now is called the air base. They have it. And we do that anyway if it's a large fire, because they carry hundreds of gallons of foam.
Okay,
But just for a small fire, we'll contain it best we can and burn off. So,
all right.
Did the Bulldog, did you ever get the truck done for Bulldog?
not yet. We're kind of waiting till fall so that we don't, so we can save our money up until then, and then just before the bad weather, we'll have it done. So. Received quite a few donations in memory of Chief France. I think his impact was pretty evident on
Yes.
the community, so very nice. He was a good guy. Fire, okay, so fire needs an EMS software. I gave you 2 different papers here. We're required by the state fire marshal's office to report all of our incidents to Columbus. So in the past, all they wanted were structure fires. And then it went to structure fires, car fires, structure fires, car fires, grass fires. And they keep, increasing what they want information on. And of course, today, marshal's office wants all of our numbers. So, we run 800 calls. They want to know what all 800 calls are. The software that we use now for EMS, you go on after an ambulance call, you come to the station, you type a medical report, and that goes to the hospital, and a copy of it goes to the state. For fires, we come back to the station, and there's a form that we fill out. It's on our computer, and it just tells, where it was, who owns it, the insurance, damage. If it's investigated by the county fire investigation unit or the state fire marshal's office, they give us a report. Then we have to go on to a piece of software that's on the internet, fill out this, reduplicate that, put that stuff in another form, save it, go to the marshal's office, access some database they have, convert what we just did to an ASCII file, upload it, it's a cumbersome. It's a pain in the butt. But we don't have that many, but it didn't have that many. Now they want everything. So this ESO software, I gave you, there's two different quotes. One is EMS calls and one is fire calls. So the EMS one is pretty simple. University Hospital is paying for it at the tune of $7,800 every year. There's a one-time fee of $2,590, which is a programming fee. So every year, our EMS software costs $5,219 just so we can fill out the medical reports and upload it to the state of Ohio. University Hospital is paying that for us. Everybody that has a protocol under UH, which we do, they pay that fee. And that's over 300 agencies. It's a lot of money. So that was a wash. You don't have to worry about that. Now the fire software we're responsible for. So currently we use the database. It's called FileMaker. It's a create your own database kind of thing, and we've used it since we bought our first computer in 1985. It's done us well. It's, we've upgraded several times, throughout the years, but we've never been able to send the data directly to the state through that software. It's always been a company's removed, you have to convert it, do all this stuff. The state of Ohio is proprietary in what they accept. They will only accept data from certain companies. And FileMaker's not one of them. And they only have like 2 or 3 companies they'll accept data from, and this is one of them. So on the fire side, they also, this software will also do time cards, scheduling, of course, our incident reporting, our inventory, which has been a real task here lately. We do not have a complete or adequate inventory since 2019. 19, I think, was the last complete one we had. We had today. Excuse me, we're getting a call here. Okay. Okay. So anyway, this software will allow us to enter our data once. So if you go on a call, you come back to the fire station, whoever was the officer on that truck or that call enters the data, does the report, it goes to the state of Ohio. We don't have to duplicate, triplicate our work anymore. It also will do our daily log. Like I said, our scheduling and payroll, and do all the paperwork we need. So we would eliminate the FileMaker program that we have. We tried to modify every year to try to keep up and not use that anymore. So I'd like to purchase this software. It is for the fire side. It would be $5,500. Well, the recurring fee would be, the total is $5,546 this year, and then every year after that it would be $5,371. There's a one-time fee of $3,100, which is a programming fee, but there's a discount through June if you sign by June 30th, because they're trying to get all of Trumbull County on board at the same time. They're reducing that fee by $3,000. So they're in essence paying you for the programming fee is basically what it is. So if
Is
we
this the
have
only
that,
company that does this?
It's the only one that
Ohio.
that they will accept. So, and you don't want to have a separate EMS data collection and fire. So they have to, they have to work together. Because otherwise, it's pretty much useless. Your data will not, you won't be able to look up, see how many calls you have, how much maintenance you had on a truck, how much fuel it used, all that stuff. If you have two separate databases, you can't do that. So.
I have one question. If we merge stations,
Mhm.
are both stations gonna have the same?
Yeah.
And they must. That's,
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna have the EMS.
yeah, but with the merging
So,
stations, would we need two systems?
No, go to one.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
If Mecca buys one and we buy one, then if we merge,
You'd only have to pay for, one would go away.
one would go away. Okay. You're not signing a contract to
Cost
buy
would
it
go
for,
away, no.
okay.
No.
Is this something, I mean, we've been doing this all the time, right? Or wrong? Is this something that's mandatory? Let's put it that way.
State reporting is mandatory.
Okay, but is this system, we do that now, we do,
Yes,
we
right.
do report.
Right.
This is just to make it easier.
Yes, exactly. To streamline it, make it easier to combine everything together. Just like I said, the inventory, we don't have inventory currently, an accurate one, that would do that. And then, if you want stats and stuff, it's a real hassle now.
Seems like a lot of money to me.
Yes,
It is.
yes, there you go.
For something that's been being done already, I know it might be a little, make it easier, but.
We don't do all this. We have no asset management. Obviously, we don't track our assets. We don't.
But this comes with that.
This is it. We like I
As
said,
long
our
as someone
inventory
puts it in and uses it.
is nothing. Our daily checklist, we don't have, really adequate daily checklist. Every morning, you go out and you check the apparatus, you make sure it has fuel in it, the tires are inflated, and, the equipment's good. And it's marked on a little check box, if you're trying to track where a piece of equipment is, wearing out or has continued maintenance on it, so we can't track anything like that. Then the scheduling is, generally a pain in the butt right now. This will allow, if there's an open shift today, it's on my phone. I can look at it. If I want the shift, all I have to do is access it through the phone, and then everybody's notified that the open shift is taken. If I need to call off for some reason, you can call off. Everybody's notified. There's an open shift now. And then each month, we do a sign up. So everybody goes to the station and they write on the calendar, I'm available the 1st, the 5th, the 8th. That can all be done on the phone and electronically and submitted and the schedule done that way. Make it more efficient. And then all the instant stuff for the calls we run to track all that, so.
Okay. Anything else?
The discount's good through the end of the month.
Okay.
Then it's gonna cost you 3,000 more, so,
Yes.
yeah,
All right.
What's
Go
the
ahead.
annual fee on that?
5,000.
There you go.
Okay.
Hire Robin to do it. $5,000.
And then I do the old way with the spreadsheets.
I know that.
Give it a shot.
All right. Jeff, any old business?
I don't know if this is the right spot to put this in, but I appreciate all the thank yous for the food truck thing, but I couldn't have done it by myself by no means. If I forget somebody, I don't know if you guys are all in the banner or not, but if you're not, I wrote a big thank you on there. And if I forget somebody or I forget to mention somebody, it's definitely not out of my heart, it's out of my mind because I forgot you. But I'd like to thank Greg and the guys for cleaning up. I'd like to thank Chief Krager for making sure the truck was down there, making sure the fire station was visible the whole time. Charlie was at the barber shop, I think, almost the whole night, and the Rydells were at the
Museum.
the museum in the front almost the whole night, and they said they were gonna leave around 6:30 or 7, but they ended up staying the whole night because they had a fair amount of traffic, so I appreciate that. And I also appreciate Doug and Jim, because without everybody working together, there's no way any of this could come together. So I mean, it's obvious that maybe somebody did a little more work, but it doesn't matter who did the most work. Everybody has to come together and work together for something to happen. And I appreciate everybody that showed up also, because without you, them trucks ain't coming back.
Yeah. Well done.
Did they make a good deal? You talked to them?
I talked to all of them after. I asked them if there was anything that I did that they thought should be done better. They said no. For the first one, it was done very well, and they were happy with with the amount of people that were there. They were a little nervous at first, which I was too, because it was pretty quiet, and then at 5:30 it started picking up, and everything turned out okay. So yeah, they said they were happy with it, so that was good.
Mhm. Jim, anything?
No.
Okay. I don't have any old business either. Any new business, Jeff?
No new, well, other than July 12th is the next one.
Yes, okay.
So mark that on your calendar, put it in your phone, whatever you gotta do. 5 to 8. And obviously to make it the same size. My goal was, when I looked around, I thought, I'm guessing there was 250 to 300 people there.
Yeah, at least.
I don't know. Okay, so as a businessman, the way I look at this thing is if of those people, before the next one, they talked to 3 people and they said they had a good time, like these folks right here. And out of the 3 people that they talked to, one of them shows up, I've doubled it in size in 1 month. And I think that would be great. So that's the goal that I'm after. I'm after a little bit more every time, obviously, a little bit more. I don't know if it's gonna happen that way, but that's my goal. And this one, again, some dates are picked on bad days. Hey, it's the week of the fair. We're a farm country. There's probably gonna be a lot of 4-H kids down at the fair, but you know what? This one we just had, the band was playing at the Scrappers that night. So all the kids from the band were at the Scrappers that night at 8 o'clock, so we lost a lot of people there. So I'm hoping, again, that we can, work together with all them people and pick the correct dates. But obviously in the state of Ohio, we don't have many weekends. You only get so many nice ones. So you kind of got to pick them and run with them. That's it.
All right, sir. Jim, any new business?
Well, it's old and new.
Okay.
I want that house tore down across the street.
Over here?
Yes.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Now, well, my thoughts are, I talked to whatever his name was from
Mr. Zelinsky.
Zelensky.
I know 3 kids that smoke.
That's
We're just gonna cover that up.
Too late. I think we keep getting different scenarios on how to get it torn down.
That's correct.
How do we find out? Will our attorney or?
Did you meet with him out there? Did he
Who?
come in, Mr.
No,
Slinsky?
No, he yapped on the phone for half an hour and they run around here and run around there. I said, then there's no sense in even coming meeting him. He basically said, no, it's not. He said, I'll come and look. He said, but my guy was there and looked and he was inside, and I think that's crap.
Well, I was inside a minute ago, you said you couldn't get inside.
Who said that?
On that paper,
On
then
that
you
paper.
said you couldn't get inside, so
Yeah,
that's
he said that he
That was
couldn't get
last
inside.
I'm
Last
sorry.
one, he said he couldn't get
Yeah,
inside.
he
Yeah,
wants to get
he said you couldn't
inside.
get
The
inside.
back door was wide open because I'll show you all.
And that's what we said.
I walked
We
right
said it
in.
was open, but
Yeah.
he said he couldn't get in.
And the roof's falling down,
I'm not supposed to say- I'm not supposed to be in there.
but the roof fell down.
There was a stray cat going in there and I wanted to go
Oh,
save it.
there you go.
So anyway, I want a definite, we're almost going to put it in the Tribune and get bids.
We
but
can't do it
stop.
without him.
You can't.
Without him, or can the chief do it?
He's already done this.
Well, according to him, Zelensky or whatever his name is, the chief can do it. And that's what we need. Now, but, I don't know.
I can't get in that house. I don't have any legal authority.
Okay,
Into
well,
that house
well,
without the
we
owner's
don't,
permission.
you don't have to get in the house. All you gotta do is walk around and look at it. It's
And I wrote a letter,
it's
I wrote a letter that it
Yes.
appears to be
We have,
uninhabitable.
well, it is, I mean, it's
Is it
gotta
a
be.
fire hazard?
It has to be a fire hazard, it's gotta be not suitable for human person to live there.
I don't determine it. I can determine if it's a fire
The health,
hazard.
Correct.
the health department.
You're mixing these two up, Jim.
Well,
That's
you
where-
know what,
that's
I'm
where-
tired of mixing, forget it,
Hey,
so then nobody
no,
can make the
I wrote
decision.
you a letter, I could write.
Yeah, the
there's
health,
not a decision.
yeah, the health department did
Yeah,
say
nobody wants
you
to
can't let
stick
it-
their neck out and make the damn decision, that's the problem.
Okay, I'll take
That's
blame for
the
that.
truth.
I don't want to
He-
because I'm not
he-
gonna break the law.
He put it off to the fire, he said the fire chief can do it, and he also said the building department can do it.
So
But
was-
he's the health department, he will not do it. So if he won't do
Wait,
it,
wait, wait a minute, wait a minute.
No, he's the building department.
Okay,
So let's send what we have to Jason and ask if we can put it in the paper. We have it from the fire department, we have it from the health department. Is this enough to advertise, to have it torn down? And we'll get our answer.
Okay.
I thought we did that.
No.
We decided not to put it in.
We were going to, and
I
you
know.
stopped us.
Who from the health department?
The health department has already found it uninhabitable.
But
Yes.
who went in?
I don't know.
We got.
I don't know.
No, Jim,
They
we stopped Jim because we got the thing from Slawinski the day of the meeting.
Right.
Then that stopped us because we didn't know what to do. You were gonna set up a meeting.
Yeah.
But if he's telling if it's enough, then we need to ask Jason.
Well, no, he didn't say it was enough. He said it for him, it's not enough. He won't do it. He listened, he was on,
No,
So,
if it's enough for the chief to write a
Oh,
letter and the health
no,
department, I'm
so-
saying.
all I can write now is a letter that I can visually see from the outside.
That's correct.
I can't go on that property until there's an emergency. Now, if there was a fire there, I'm allowed in that building.
Fall down in the living room.
Once I'm in that building, I can condemn the building as being uninhabitable because of damage due to whatever that emergency was that occurred, whether it was a collapse, a fire, or whatever it was. But until that happens,
I thought the
I
roof
can't
was
get in.
collapsed.
not complete, not,
Not complete.
no, not, it's got
Just the plywood.
covered, it's got covered
The structure is
with,
so good.
with, what do you call it?
Tarps.
Tarps.
We're having a zoning inspectors meeting there tomorrow. We'll be at the new health department. And there will be a gentleman there from the health department. He is also a zoning inspector. He asked me about that house the last meeting. And I told him what happened. He didn't really comment too much on it. So I will ask him.
Good.
Could you get a name and telephone phone number for me, please? So I can talk to him also.
I know his name.
Yeah,
you
get a
call-
phone number.
You can call just the regular phone number and they can connect him. Cause his individual number, I don't know, Doug.
Okay.
Health department.
Okay.
While you're on that subject, those folding boxes, I haven't been here for a while. What happened with these folding boxes?
Nothing you can do. They could put 20 of them out there if they want on his property.
Yeah.
Nothing. We got.
Yeah.
it.
I know that was a subject last
Yeah.
time I was here. I was
Yeah.
just curious for that.
And the house next door, of course, is owned by the same people.
Yes.
That's next on my radar.
Okay.
Well,
There's people still in it though.
Kind of.
yeah,
Well, I don't know. I looked there today. It's hard to
It's hard
believe,
to
but
go.
there is. Huh?
I did, they say there are people living there.
supposedly there is.
No. I really don't.
That whole corner's a eyesore,
Yeah.
all the way down
Yeah,
to the valley,
exactly.
all the way down to the valley.
You know, I understand he's in the same troubles up at Geneva where he lives.
Interesting. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move on. We've got a couple of motions we have to get done, okay?
It'll cost you $30. $30.
I'll put forth a motion to hire Colton Merlino as a summertime help at a rate of $12 per hour. Do I have a second?
Second, Harry.
Mr. Seaman?
let's have a little discussion.
Oops, I apologize.
He has passed all of his drug
Yes.
tests, all of his prerequisites, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, he is a minor, he has his work permit, so I will finish filling it out once you say go, and
Okay,
we'll be done.
thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Chickalow?
Yes.
Mr. Walden?
Yes.
Real quick on the,
Yes, sir.
as far as help for Greg, what is our age limit to be able to run, say, a weed whacker and a lawnmower?
To run, yeah, I
Was it
believe
14?
14, I believe is correct.
I thought 14, he couldn't run the weed whacker.
Not allowed to work on them.
What?
I don't think he could run the
He
weed.
can run them, but he
No.
can't work on them?
But he can run the mower,
He
but he
can run
can't
the
run the
mower.
weed
He
whacker.
can
Okay,
run the
I'm
mower, but
corrected.
not the weed whacker. I
Yeah,
thought that
we
was
had
the
that
deal for
discussion.
14.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, you got it? Okay.
Okay.
Where am I at?
There you go.
Approve the Trumbull County engineer. Okay, we got from the, county engineer to chip and seal our High Oakfield Road from State Route.
No, Township Highway 240 Mahan Denman.
Okay, there we go. Mahan Denman from 88 to Hyde Oakfield. Total of 7,600 lineal feet, 16 feet wide.
That's the rest.
80 to Hyde Schaefer, right?
Right, we did both. This is the
Oh,
rest that you asked
Okay,
for.
and that'd be a total of $20,206.03. That's a deal.
Yeah.
I'll put forth the motion. Do we have a second?
Second,
Roll call, please.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Chickalow?
Yes.
Mr. Walden?
yes.
That'll be that whole thing.
Okay.
You want it.
What's the donations? Oh, okay.
That's just.
Okay, put forth the motion to, accept a donation from our spring craft show, in the amount of $815. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Chickalow?
Yes.
Mr. Walden?
Yes.
We need a motion to accept the donations for Chief France.
I usually put them on the record, just so I don't. put it
Okay,
in
all right,
front.
so put forth the motion to accept donations in the memory of Chief France for $1,020. Have a second?
Second,
Thank you.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes,
Mr. Chickalow?
Yes.
Mr. Walden?
yes.
okay. Also, I'd like to put forth the motion to go into executive session.
Go ahead, Haley. Do you want to do everything first and then
We'll finish up everything.
you want me to do it before, so that way people don't want to stay there?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Doug,
Yes,
So you
I have a question as far as the roads, the
yes.
chip and seal. Are we actually gonna fix underlying issues, or are we
Yes.
just top dressing?
Now,
They're gonna skin patch first.
yes.
Yeah, they'll skin patch everything first and then come back over and chip and seal, which that was.
Apologies.
It's okay.
No, but you don't wanna do a motion yet,
I'm sorry.
finish everything, but.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Which one is it?
Okay.
Okay, our next meeting is July 16th, 2024. June 21st through the 23rd, we have a community garage sale. I have a motion to pay the bills. Do I have a second?
Second,
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Chickalow?
Yes.
Mr. Walden?
yes.
Anything else to come before the board?
I'd like to mention
Yes.
something, Doug. I brought it up last night, about the close, or making that four-way stop up there at 305 and North Park Avenue.
Okay.
And they're making it the four-way now, but I don't know when it starts, maybe.
Four-way light?
No.
No,
Oh, okay, four-way stop, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why the state's doing that and when it starts and so forth, but
Okay.
Tomorrow.
tomorrow, the 12th, okay. I thought that's what you guys said.
I hope to God, black.
It's not, oh yeah, those red ones.
They gotta do something, because you're not gonna see that.
Ken had something too. Would you have Ken?
Yes, sir.
I'm confused. There was an article in the paper last week on June 3rd about Bristol Necker continuing fire district talks. What is going on with that?
We are trying to get, we're going to look at that possibility. We're trying to
You
get
know anything about that,
a
Bob?
meeting with
Is that permanent?
their trustees. Not gotten the phone call back yet. But we, it's Tom, what's his name?
Chief Domes.
Tom Domes, the chief over there. has put together a lot of numbers and what the taxes would do for both communities, and he wants to present that to us to see if we would be interested in that.
Is that gonna be an open meeting?
With the trustees, I would have to say it has to be, sure. Yeah,
How are you gonna publicize that?
we just do it, we would do it at a regular meeting and have it for either a special meeting or at the next trustee meeting. All right,
If there's only one trustee that goes there, it doesn't have to be a
Correct,
open meeting.
correct.
Right.
yeah.
Doesn't have to be an open meeting. One of us could go with the fire chief.
Well, how are we gonna publicize what's going on? Because
Well, you're
right now-
not until it's not gonna be, well, I don't know if it's gonna be, I'm just saying, if, we'll just say me and the chief went.
Okay.
It won't be publicized until we're just talking about it. Until, okay, we decide, okay, we'd like to do this, then it would be publicized. You start having a meeting with me and the chief or whoever, Jeff and the chief, and get it publicized, everybody's gonna go here, 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 you'll never get anything done. You know that.
I
They're
understand
just
that,
talking, that's all he's doing is talking, nothing.
but the article in the paper,
Well-
nothing has been said about anything. I've not heard
We
anything.
haven't,
We haven't got that far yet.
we haven't got
At
that.
least it could have been mentioned tonight that nothing was going on.
I didn't even think about
Okay,
it.
I didn't, yeah, just hasn't gone
I
anywhere.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have some balance left over from our grants of our previous cleanup. For scrap tires, we have $466, and for the regular cleanup, we have $2,000. We might want to talk about having another fall cleanup.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, what do you think? Okay.
Roger says she'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that then. We'll do that. We'll talk about that at the next meeting. That'd be great. Thank you.
Who's the last one?
Okay, so read number one.
Okay, so this has to be a motion, correct?
Correct.
A motion, I'm gonna put forth a motion, to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, official, licensee, regulated individual, and we would do that in an executive session. We have completed our regular session tonight with everything, so at the end of this meeting, we're just gonna go home. So if you would like to stay, you're very welcome to see us adjourn and go home, but there's not necessary.
Real quick,
Yes, sir.
Ken, when's the next zoning meeting?
July 8th.
Thank you.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we did it. We paid bills. Yep.
Okay.
I need a second.
Motion on the motion to pay
Yes.
bills?
No,
Sec-
no, no, no.
second.
To go into executive
Okay,
session.
all right, go ahead.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes,
Mr. Chickalow?
Yes.
Mr. Waldeck?
Yes.
okay, we'll do that.
You're in executive session.
Okay. Thank you all for coming tonight.